Hello everybody, Dearly here. Back with another episode of Shining Song Starnova. I think this might be our last episode in the demo, I'm not completely sure. I say that a lot, don't I? But let's see if it's really true this time. Because now we've definitely got tidbits on all the girls, and we've got our debut coming up, although I'm not sure if we're actually going to get it in the video or if that's going to be the end of the demo right before that happens. So let's go and see. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story.
There was a common saying that trouble comes in clusters. Given how today was turning out, I was starting to believe it. After the police collected everyone's testimonies and contact information, we left the police kiosk.
Huh, what a way to begin the day. Oh, we wasted so much time in there too. Well, we still have time. Let's all...
We approached the station exit, only to see it was now pouring rain.
Yeah, we can't catch a break.
Huh. Look at all that rain. There's no way we were going to hand out leaflets in this kind of weather. I looked at my cell and saw messages from the other team at Shinjuku that they had to take shelter as well.
No way. Can we go to a mall? Or Subway or something?
The team was gathering in the office, while rain and wind continued to pound against the window.
Listen to this. I was totally groped by an old geezer on the train today. And it was all for nothing, because in the end, we couldn't even distribute the rest of the leaflets. So that kind of thing really does happen in the city? Of course. This is actually the 7th time it happened to me. 7?
Oi, I've been in Tokyo my whole life, and I've only been groped twice.
You shouldn't say that in front of these girls, especially Julie. You should know better, Maria.
Well, I guess it just can't be helped.
Because you're just so gorgeous that guys can't help but grope you. That's because Julie-san always dresses like a super bitch, eh? I wouldn't say that.
What are you saying, you dumb pumpkin? Aki looked at me, not caring at all about the other girls' discussion.
Oi, producer-san. Any word from Nemu?
Nothing yet.
What's that booby monster doing?
Aki began to pace back and forth in the office, adding to the tense atmosphere. Thanks to the inclement weather and Nemu's disappearance, we lost the motivation to work and merely spoke nervously to each other in the office as time ticked by.
Ay. Maybe they could at least practice or something.
The windows rattled as thunder and wind roared outside. Aki finally stopped pacing.
I think we should practice new choreography with just 6 members. Aki-chan!
Calm down. Nemu's only been gone for a few hours. It's not like she turned in a letter of resignation. Besides, redoing all the dance steps 2 days before the live just isn't possible.
Yes, it is. Are you not professionals? But what if she's really... Didn't you hear what producer-san said? With the way things are, it's obvious Nemu won't be able to perform with us. We've got to move on. We can't all go down with her. Aki-chan's wrong. Starnova won't be complete without all 7 members. We're not going to perform unless all of us are here. Oi, just how naive can you be? Listen, this isn't just one of those fluffy idol animes where everything's guaranteed and happily.
My money getting spent in a couple months is going to disagree with that.
If the world was a perfect place, people wouldn't even need to watch anime to escape from reality in the first place. We gotta survive. It's eat or be eaten.
Both of you calm down. Today's not even the live, and you amateurs are already this rattled. You're not allowed to panic until one of the members are missing for hours before the live. This is still luxurious. I'm not worried at all.
Let's not fight, people.
Seriously, this day just keeps getting worse and worse by the minute. Whatever. It's obvious nothing's going to be accomplished. I'm leaving.
Julie-chan!
You understand, don't you, producer-san? I got molested today. I'm taking the rest of the day off. Alright, I understand. Then see you guys later. This is... Just as Julie stood to leave, the door to the office flung open.
Is it Nemu?
Oh no, it's Dark Nemu!
It's Nemu!
Nemu wandered into the office, her hair dripping with rain. What happened? Quick, get her dried up. Yeah. Maria ran into the break room and grabbed a handheld hairdryer and a towel. Nemu, what happened? Producer-san, everything's all right now. You haven't killed your mother, have you? I finally took care of everything. You don't have to worry about a thing. Nemu is happy. Out of nowhere, Nemu drew a knife. Oh god, yeah, she's gone full yandere. Everyone, get back! I leapt from my desk and jumped for Nemu. Oh my god! A massive spurt of red hit the table. How did everything turn out this way? All I wanted was to become an idol producer, and yet, to think I would hit such a bad ending so soon. What? Seriously? Did I actually get a bad ending with my choices? Wait. As if. Okay, oh my god! I was like, whoa, really? Natan helped herself to a hearty dose of ketchup, absolutely pouring it all over her fries. Natan didn't used to have that little dot on the top of her head before, did she? Now it's actually literally a question mark on top of her head because there is actually a dot there.
You got ketchup all over the table, you dork!
I sat in the break room, eating a McDonald's meal along with the rest of them. Thanks to the girls' hunger hitting them all at once, after finding out Nemu was safe, I had to run to the nearest McDonald's in the storm and order enough food to feed 8 people.
Good thing Pecan bought us a lot of spare ketchup.
So, now that we finally have something to eat, would you mind explaining everything? Ara, my younger brother accidentally fell off the monkey bars at school this morning, and so I had to attend to him at the hospital. But thankfully he was not seriously hurt. I would have contacted the office right away, but while I was flustered getting to the hospital, I dropped my cell phone into a puddle of water. I apologize to everyone for the trouble I've caused. See, I told you that you guys were worried for nothing. Ma, I'm glad Nemu's younger brother's all right. But to think she would drop her cell phone and break it immediately after getting summoned to his middle school on a medical emergency, it's quite unlucky, eh? Seriously, this whole day has been filled with nothing but crap luck. It's a bad omen for the live, eh? No, better that we absorb all the bad luck now than be hit with unfortunate circumstances on the day of. That's one way to look at it. Huh, by the way, a certain Lolly was all gloom and doom, wasn't she? Wouldn't it have been awkward if Nemu walked into the dance studio, only to see that we had already written her off? Huh? Hey, you haven't explained what the knife was about.
Well, you had to prepare for the worst case scenario. That way, you're just pleasantly surprised when things turn out better than expected. And if they don't, you're prepared to meet the crisis head on.
I agree. You gotta have backup plans. Yeah. Mika opened her box of Big Whack and struggled with the large burger. What is this strange concoction? Could this be the cuisine of the folk of the light? You've never had a burger before? Oi, don't tell me you've never eaten at McDonald's before. I know nothing of food services, which do not offer home delivery. Oh god. Ara, perhaps this burger is too big for you. Nemu once again drew... Are we going to hear that every time a knife is involved now, and it's always going to be Nemu? Why the hell is she even carrying a knife in the first place? Nemu once again drew her knife and held it in front of her. Mika and the rest of the girls sitting near Nemu instinctively squirreled away, as Nemu looked at the innocent burger with a malevolent sneer. She's coming for you, burger. What's wrong, everyone? Just as quickly, Nemu's face returned to normal as she blinked curiously. Nemu turned out to be an unexpectedly scary person. You see, I told you so. She did, didn't she? Why do you carry a knife around anyways? Ara, you mean Gunter-kun? She keeps getting those dark eyes.
She has a name for it?
Don't worry. Gunter-kun is a refined gentleman from Germany. He wouldn't harm a fly.
Why does this knife have a personality?
Nope. Oh my god. Nemu dropped the knife into the big whack, cleaving it cleanly in half. Yeah! She really loves this knife. He? There you go. Thank you. Nemu wiped her knife with a handkerchief and put it back into her purse. By now, the girls were clustered in a half circle around my side of the table, leaving a 2-foot radius around Nemu. Oh god, I love this game so much. Ara. Nemu looked on in confusion as to why the other girls were clustered around me. However, that confusion quickly turned to dangerous anger. Oh, producer-san. Yes? Could it be that you've been hitting on the other girls without my knowledge? No. I'm everyone's producer, for crying out loud. I treat all my talents fairly. Then why is everyone trying to bunch around you, like you're the most popular guy at the school cafeteria? Because you're laughing maniacally while wielding a knife? Who, me? No way. Aki-chan still calls me a loser, and Julie-chan still gives me 3 dirty looks a day. Definitely no great abundance of love here. No, they would just prefer me to be stabbed first, that's all.
Oi!
Huh. Then good. Otherwise... Nemu will be disappointed. Understood. An incredible aura emanated from Nemu just now. God, I really wish I could read this whole game when it came out, but I don't think that it's, I don't think they're going to allow this game read past the demo. Currently on the website, it only says the demo, but I don't know, I'll write to them again and see what they say. Finally, I understood. The other day, Mrs. Akimoto had mentioned that Nemu possessed a certain condition. Yes, a condition afflicting otherwise beautiful and talented girls recently. On the surface, they appeared perfect, a mature and beautiful bastion of tranquility. However, underneath, they were swirling hurricanes of paranoia and jealousy. A character type known as Yandere. Producer-san. Do you think you could die? For these lovely French fries, they have exactly the right amount of salt to them. A lady such as myself so rarely indulges in food such as this. Quite exquisite, simply to kill for. The other girls cringed in fear. Maria grabbed a cherry pie from the bag. Anyone want to share? The whole thing's too much for me. Why don't we each take a piece? Why'd you have to say that? It means cutting it in half. Nemu... I can't get enough of this. Nemu once again drew her knife, with blood in her eyes. Nemu brought her knife down on the pie and sliced it into 7 pieces. Wait, a McDonald's apple pie in 7 pieces? That's like half a bite for everyone. And whoever gets the edges don't even get any apple filling. A spurt of red cherry flew and splattered against Nemu's face. By the time the storm passed, despite having accomplished nothing the whole day. Well, yeah, having a knife whipped out, causing your heart to beat really fast several times in a couple minutes, can really do you in. I don't know why I'm so tired. My back's so tense. Or whatever that was supposed to be.
Kee! I can't believe you wasted the whole day.
Whatever, let's go home.
Let's work harder tomorrow.
Ara, why is everyone so down? Boy, it's all because of your knife. Leave something scary like that at home.
Maria!
And they're hiding behind her while they buried her. Sasami and Julie held Maria back, lest she appeared in the news as a stabbing victim. Nemu only blinked cluelessly.
Nemu.
Whatever, I've got to work.
Did she even explain why she carries the knife? Let's take things easy and come back tomorrow feeling refreshed and ready for the live.
Sasa-chan's got a point. I'm gonna need a pretty long bath tonight after all that's happened. Thanks for working hard. With that, the girls left the office for the day. And so our fears of Nemu having quit the team was replaced with a very unexpected, different fear that day. Yes, that day, the girls of Starnova received a grim reminder. Nemu was a scary person.
Awesomely so. March 10th.
The day before our first live arrived, I entered the dance studio to perform one last check on the girls' performance. After a month of backbreaking work, the girls had finally coalesced into a unit.
Ah, there they are, all in their outfits.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The 7 girls of Starnova counted together as they danced in sync to the beat. After a while, the dance choreography concluded. Aki came running up to me.
Well, how is it?
I can tell you guys have been practicing. You've come a long way since we began.
Well, I wouldn't say we're good right now. In fact, everything about this is pretty poor, considering we're to be performing on the professional level. But at least we can dance in sync without crashing into each other.
Oh, by the way, I've never decided anything about the team formation. Did you girls figure out who was going to be the center amongst yourselves?
Well, this time we just decided based on who worked in the industry longest. So Maria's in the center, with me and Sasami as our wings.
I would have based it by height, but oh well.
Huh. But that's obviously just for this time. After this, the competition's gonna get real.
Aki's personality flipped.
So, hurry up and pick Aki-chan as the center, Oni-chan.
As if sniffing that Aki was up to no good, the rest of the girls arrived. What's this about a center?
Huh. I'm just telling producer-san that the center of Starnova should obviously go to the one with the biggest motivation to win.
What are you saying? That doesn't make a lick of sense. The center usually goes to the girl with the most experience, doesn't it? Huh. It's obvious that the center has to be the best-looking girl on the team.
Then could that be me?
Nemu proudly puffed up her chest.
Put this away, you booby yandere monster! Tits like that have gone out of style ages ago.
Au contraire.
But Natan thought the center led the dance. So the girl with the strongest body has to be the center.
Hoo-hoo-hoo! At last the moment has come! The climactic center battle! Oh, Black Knight, let this humble one take the reins from here. For it is I who holds the biggest fan appeal.
I love you, Mika, I really do, but I seriously doubt that. It's hard to imagine even in your own route.
You all merely adopted the weeb. But this one was born in it, molded by it.
Forged in the fires of it, maybe? But I guess she's talking about just this live since it's an anime thing.
Shut up, Chuni-chan. Besides, both your dancing and singing are crap.
Mama, everyone, the center is for producer-san to decide. Even though we may be rivals, we're teammates before all that. Obvious gotta be Sasami, she's like the most well-rounded person. So let's forget about that and all work together as friends.
Huh? Acting like you're the leader already, all the while disguising your words as well-intentioned niceties. The land's grown horns too, eh? Ha! Face it, you want to be the center just as much as any of us.
No, I have no idea what you mean. I don't know, that face kind of suggests otherwise.
The girls backed me into a wall and stared me down. Girls!
Oni-chan, you better make me the center.
Experience is what counts. Visual. Bounce. Bounce? Fan appeal!
Yahoo! Producer-san is in quite a pickle, eh?
My eyes spun in bewilderment as 7 girls looked at me with a combination of batting eyelashes, veiled threats, and unrealistic expectations. I just remembered. I have to confirm our live with the venue owner one last time. With that, I pushed the girls out of the way and power walked back to the office.
Way to dodge the question.
He ran away.
He ran away, eh?
What a slippery one, that pecan.
Phew, I barely managed to get out of that one piece. I heard from a jaded female executive once that feminism could never win because women were too competitive against each other. And based off what I just saw, I was starting to believe it. A room full of girls all wanting to be number one was truly a scary thing. Center battle, huh? It was the biggest drama behind every idol group. Who got to be the number one? The center naturally received the lion's share of media attention, as well as lucrative promotional deals with businesses of every stripe. So, being the center brought both great wealth and fame. Naturally, the two things that every idol craved. Indeed, countless idol groups collapsed due to infighting and jealousy amongst the members. While competition and rivalries were only expected, I had to make sure that certain boundaries were respected. For now, though, it seemed like we were getting ahead of ourselves. First, we had to become popular enough for any of that to matter. I leaned back on my chair.
Yeah, don't get ahead of yourself.
Center, huh?
You already said that.
I wonder who I should pick. The end of the day arrived. I entered the dance floor and greeted the girls. The girls were doubled over, panting, exhausted after a long day of practice. The time's finally come, eh?
I thought they were supposed to decide amongst themselves. Producer-san, thank you for your work.
The girls picked themselves up and gathered around me. How are things? Do you feel ready?
Ready as we can be. It would be nice if we had more time, but I guess we can't keep rubbing our tires on the road forever. Alright, let's do this. It's too late to look back now.
It's all going to be the real thing from now on.
Everyone. Even though it's just been 5 weeks since I became your producer, I feel as if we've been together for a lot longer.
That almost sounds like a bad thing, like our time has been so torturous together, it feels like it's been forever.
It may not have been a long time, but we've all gone through countless trials together. They say people count time not merely as a passage of hours, but as a measure of the different experiences we live through. I don't know to what degree that holds true, but I definitely feel as if we've all gone through a year's worth of experience this past month. At first, none of you expected anything to come out of this. We were all washed-up members of the idol industry, or total newbies. We all had our doubts. We were cynical and jaded. But, through the past 5 weeks, we've all come together to make this live a success.
Well, it's not a success yet, we haven't gotten to it.
So, let's remember, we are Starnova. Stars who may have faded out before. People might say we're all cracked and battered out now, that we have no future in the idol industry. But stars never die. At the end of their lifespan, in a brilliant flash, they're reborn anew. And that's who we are. I'm not going to say, regardless of how things turn out, let's all be happy we lived out our youths, or anything like that. No. Because we're going to be successful. This is merely the first step to our journey to become the greatest idol group in the country. There's only one outcome we'll be satisfied with. When Starnova's song shines so brilliantly, that night becomes day, and all other stars in the cosmos vanish to our light. We are Starnova!
We are Starnova!
This is just our beginning. In the end, I may have merely made a fool out of myself, shouting like that, and talking so big when I was merely the former unemployed producer of an unknown idol group. But a fire burned inside of me. A fire that told me I had to become the greatest idol producer of all time, even if everyone else sneered at my dreams. And that same fire burned in each of these girls before me. We all had our festering doubts. Sometimes the pain of having failed to live up to our expectations was so great that we wanted to dig into our own chest and tear our own hearts out. But that was all the more reason to work harder. Even though we might look like fools, the only route where failure was certain was to have never tried at all.
Huh, what are you doing getting all fired up? Well, I guess Producer-san can act like a proper guy every now and then. Only every now and then though, okay? Idiot, don't get so full of yourself. Our army stand ready, Black Knight. Let us ride on into the battle where our destinies await. Nika's face always ends up getting hidden too much behind other girls.
Producer-san really is quite a man, isn't he?
Let's see if he can actually deliver before saying too much.
Alright, let's rest up and stay safe. Tomorrow, everyone needs to be in their top form.
Ooh.
After changing back into their clothes, the girls walked out of the dance studio. Like last time, Nemu's ride was waiting for her.
Ara, looks like I best be off.
Same here. Gotta head to work.
Me too. Then, I'll see you tomorrow, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Are you going home too, Producer-san? Me? I've got some more work to do.
Producer-san's always working so hard for us, isn't he?
It's alright. I'm just doing my job. Besides, none of our dreams will come true if we're not willing to work for it.
Producer-san's got a point. Alright, maybe I can give Producer-san a back massage as an award after the live.
Sasa-chan, you're being way too honest here.
Or something. Then I'll see you tomorrow, Producer-san.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
That's just if I choose your route, maybe.
After Sasami left, I returned to the office and worked until nighttime.
Meanwhile,
Sasami crashed into her bed.
I wonder if we'll finally be able to become idols now. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to sing in front of other people. Maybe it was because my parents owned a karaoke bar, but whenever I grabbed the microphone and sang in front of the other patrons, I would be so happy when everyone clapped for me. Of course, everyone only clapped because I was a little girl at the time. But ever since then, I wanted to become an idol. Alright, this time I won't fail. Together with Producer-san, I'll finally accomplish my dreams. Oh, we're gonna get each of the girls saying this before the end, huh?
Julie walked through the crowded streets. She smiled confidently as she turned every set of male eyes to her direction as she walked by. At times, the attention she received from the opposite sex, thanks to her looks, was the only happiness she had in her life. Ever since that man walked out on us, I've gotten in so much crap. That bastard, leaving Mama and I alone in that country. I was never that smart. Honestly, I don't really understand much of what I read in books. Everyone made fun of me for not being able to read kanji. But at least I can be confident in my looks. Oh, we gotta help you be confident in something else too. Some kids are just born smart, while some kids are born pretty. In the end, we've just got to use the talents we're born with to make a living. Well, you got street smarts at least too. Yeah, she's been conning people long enough. She's got all kinds of skills. Nemu arrived at her mansion. Her father was waiting for her in the dining room.
Welcome back, Nemu.
Father, I've returned home.
Nemu, there's something I've always been meaning to tell you.
Yes?
Your mother... Please try to understand her. While she does not show it, she still loves you dearly.
Truly? Father, I already know she is not my birth mother.
Nemu, I'm sorry.
How could she ever love the daughter of another woman?
Haruna is not a petty woman. She is intelligent and hardworking. Having gone from merely a production assistant to president in over a decade, she is merely doing what she believes to be the best for you.
Oh, look at her figures! Okay, I know it's a guy, but she has the pillow on the ground, the body pillow on the ground that actually looks kind of like, Maria. I know it's a guy, it looks kind of like Maria from here. Mika carefully took out her most prized figurine. A Black Opera Sylvia Night Song figure. She had blown a year's worth of allowances to purchase. That truly was a bleak year, when she had to subside on only convenience store ramen for a year to make ends meet. But the incredible detailing on the figurine. Every single bolt actually molded onto the Heaven's piston, the immaculate facial work, and the dynamic pose of Sylvia, delivering the finishing blow in Season 2, Episode 24. An enormous grin appeared across Mika's face. Merely looking at the figurine made the year-long suffering worth it. Mika returned the figurine to the display case and gazed proudly at it. This time, I, Hashimoto Mika, too shall become a member of the night. Agents of the light, beware, for I shall break your tyranny. Our songs will echo throughout the night.
Aki returned to her apartment.
I'm back!
Aki?
Her mother was passed out on the table, a bottle of sake in front of her.
What are you doing? Didn't I tell you not to drink too much? Oh,
I'm sorry, Aki.
don't worry.
Oh, she takes care of her mother, doesn't she? Do you hate Mommy for what she did to you?
Obviously not. Listen here. If I hadn't been an idol, we'd be on the streets by now instead of living like this. Aki's gonna be an idol again, so Mama doesn't have to worry. This time, I'm gonna win. By the time I retire, I'm gonna be so rich that Aki and Mommy can live like royalty for the rest of our lives.
I see. Then Mommy will be waiting.
It won't be long now.
Natsuki finished typing an email for back home. She pressed the send button and put on her hard hat.
Oosha! Now let's get cracking.
The site manager gave her a hearty greeting.
Oh, Natan's looking energetic today, isn't she?
Of course. 'Cause starting tomorrow, Natan's gonna be a real Tokyo Idol.
Ah, really?
Of course, I expect Osan and the rest of the guys to be there to cheer me on.
Huh.
The site manager pulled out a stack of tickets to the live house from his coat.
We've already got you covered.
Aw, that's so cute.
Alright.
But you better work hard tonight. You might be becoming an idol, but until you properly turn in your letter of resignation, you're still one of my crew.
Yes, sir.
Whoa, it's a pretty room.
Maria reported in for another night of work at the hostess bar.
Huh. Looks like Baldy's back as usual. Better not get too drunk, though. Can't show up for the live smashed or else.
Memories flashed by in her head. Wild drinking parties where senpais poured pitchers of beer down the throats of new recruits. Girls slipping in pills and God knows what else into drinks.
Ugh, just thinking about it makes me want to puke. This time, I can't let it end the same way. Starnova will be different.
She wrapped an apron around her and manned her station.
And me?
About 4 shots in, Baldy wrapped his arm around Maria.
Awfully touchy-feely today.
Huh, the women of today need to learn their place. What's happened to the great nation of Nippon? The government and the mass media are nothing more than lapdogs of the West.
Bleh! Chinese encroachment to the east, Russian aggression to the west, and nothing but cowardice from our politicians.
We bow to Beijing, we bow to Seoul, we bow to Washington.
No wonder then that Japan's economy is in recession and our territory is being snatched from under our noses.
The men of this nation have lost their national spirit. They are now whipped by their women and hide in their rooms. Pathetic.
Maria pretended to nod in agreement, then smiled.
It's too bad, isn't it? Well, that's why Ohara-san's so cool.
Baldy pulled out a cigar and put it in his mouth. After Maria lit it, he belched a thick cloud of smoke into her face.
You dick.
Huh. At least there's some good things left in this world.
Maria's body froze when the middle-aged salaryman reached into her skirt and ran his hand between her legs.
Oi! Don't worry, girl. I'll make this worth your while.
Shock turned to revulsion, which turned to fury.
I'm not that kind of woman.
In a burst of indignation, Maria grasped a glass of whiskey and splashed its contents onto the man's face.
What? You bitch!
She spun around and ran into the storeroom as the man screamed for management at the top of his lungs.
Well, I guess Starnova better work out for her now.
Maria screwed open a bottle of vodka and poured it down her throat.
No, you just said you shouldn't be drunk for the live. Crop eaters. They can all go to hell.
The boss burst into the storeroom, his face red with fury.
You! What have you done?
Maria merely chugged the bottle in defiance. She stood and faced him while he was too stunned for words. "Hey, boss, I quit. I'm blowing this joint." Maria tore off her apron and chucked it to the floor before storming out of the establishment. A group of 6 guys surrounded Julie all at once.
"Hey, babe, you're looking lonely. You want some company for the night?"
The 6 of us are getting ready to form a band.
"Why don't we all sing karaoke?"
"Sorry, boys, I'm busy tonight."
She turned to leave, but realized that the 3 other guys had circled around behind her and cut off her escape.
"What's the matter? Let's have some fun." Don't worry. Besides, if it's a date, the guy pays for everything, right?" "You don't have to be scared."
Tch, persistent lot.
Suddenly, one of the boys grabbed her wrist.
"Come on." "Hey, what?"
Natan stood beside a truck-mounted crane as it raised a bundle of steel pipes to the 5th floor of the yet unfinished building.
All right. Is everybody going to have a near catastrophe tonight? Well, I thought that was going to be the last episode, but I ended up going like way long, so it's not getting finished. So I hope to see you for that next episode, which will undoubtedly be the last one, right? I think. Not that I want it to be the end. But again, yeah, hope to see you there or in some of my other videos. And I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Really signing out. Bye bye, everybody.